what it is, what it do. Back at it again. Boss here. Here as a testimony to the greatness of it all. God is still in the business of handling business. Have mercy. You can rest assured. Rest your little head. It's all going to go to plan if you believe in God's plan. Man's plan, yeah, it could take a left turn at any time. It could do a U-turn. It could do a backflip. It could turn all kind of ways. But I wouldn't worry about that too tough. I wouldn't worry about that too tough. Let God handle it. Rest easy at night. Rest easy at night. You know? Your opinions, your thoughts, the things you talk about, the things you discuss, the things you go to meetings about, the things that people call you about and conference you in on. Man, please. Man, please. What all that gonna do? All that communication you having with other people, what they gonna do for you? For real, seriously. Maybe it'll help you handle business in your field of business. But like I said, I wouldn't worry about that too tough. No, I wouldn't. And when in regards to your life, your livelihood, the people you around, the people you can't be around and you want to be around, the people you wish you could see, and opposed to the people you do see, yeah, the bigger scope of things, yeah, you probably want God in charge of that. And that's all right. You know? Man is flawed. Look at me. I'm a man. 122% of it. All man. Flawed. I know what everything look good to you ain't good for you. And I know I got to look good to you, but don't you worry about that too tough neither. But I'm just saying, yeah, as good as I look, I am flawed. Most of us are. Most of us, no. Let me take that back. I said that wrong. All of us are. We all are flawed. We all are made in error, born in sin, and can't get it right if we did, if we wanted to. Way too left to get it all right. So don't even worry about that. But you ain't supposed to judge yourself so harshly that you put that kind of pressure on yourself like, oh, I need to be perfect. You ain't designed to be perfect. You ain't designed to be, you came out the box messed up. Okay? You came packaged incorrectly. It was already predestined that you would be born in sin. Now that don't make you wallow in it. That don't make you go out every day and slap somebody first thing you see. I'm flawed, can't help it, sorry. No, not like that, not at all like that. Just that in your efforts to do what you do and do your best, it's more likely that in your thinking and or in your doing, you're going to make errors. But that's all right. You got the right to repent, make good, and try not to make that same mistake as you continue on down the road. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You get to wake up every morning with the gift of life. For whatever reason, you stink breath. Come on now. Yes, some of y'all breath so bad, it should be that you're not alive. Smelling like death, alive in front of other people. Just come on, man. Come on. Hygiene, be clean. Please do. It make you feel good, real good. You know? But you got to recognize right off the bat, as soon as you go, oh, it's all still here. Yes, God gave you another shot. Here you is looking around that shit. You know what I'm saying? Looking around, you know, like there go everything still right where you left it. Or, you know, there's more of it, less of it, whatever. But here you are as a living testimony that God gave me another chance. And I ain't sure why, but I'm going to make the most of it in my failed female, flawed state. Here I am again, back on the block, in the batter's box, waiting to go get another hit. Boy, look at me. Look at me. And what's so special about me? Nothing. Nothing at all. You know? And you know what the problem is? Can I talk to you? Let me talk to you real quick. Let me tell you something. Some people, even in knowing what I'm saying, and they know it themselves. They ain't heard nothing I said, but they just happen to know it themselves. Knowing they flawed, knowing they all fall short of glory, all of that, still refuse to accept or even consider change. For no other reason except just to try to improve whatever their realm of control is. Won't accept change. Or won't even consider change. You know, that's all really hope and the belief in, you know, an overall improved life in this world. Now, all that is just the type of change that you're willing to do to try to do your part in unifying this world so everybody is not at everyone else's throat. Some people will not do that. Some people will not do that. People with the idea of reason, they may not do it, or they may be reluctant because they don't think you'll do the same thing. You ever played that? Let me talk to you. You ever did it's like a game when you're a little kid, like same time? Like same time. Like you have to trust one another that you're going to say something or do something same time. I don't trust you, you don't trust me. I'm going to give you $5, you're going to give me 5 singles. Same time, same time. I don't trust you, I don't trust you. You're a Republican, you're a conservative, you're a damn, you know, you're a libertarian, you're whatever the hell you is. Goddamn Baptist, you're Episcopalian, whatever it is about you that I don't know, and I know that you're different than I am in that respect. Same time. Same time. You know, if you're willing to admit, I'm gonna give you an example right now. If you're willing to admit that my candidate for president has made some flawed mistakes and errors, has did some things as a senator or a congressman or whatever he was before he came to be a candidate for president, if you're willing to admit that he made some shitty judgments, although he's still a candidate, if you're willing to admit that, I'll listen to you and then I'll tell you something about my candidate. Okay, same time. Okay, now you go. Okay. My candidate did some shitty things as a senator. I agree. Okay, good. Now, your turn. All right. I will admit that my candidate for president says some things that make him look like a silly bitch. Will you admit that? Will you admit it? My candidate says some things that make him seem like a silly bitch. Okay. Okay. I realize your candidate has flaws. You recognize that my candidate has flaws. Now, what's the best vote for the people as a whole? Because we both know we have flawed individuals that are going to represent the whole entire damn party. It's like some people, you just have to hear them say, I have a problem with your guy, but I know my guy's not perfect. And you say the same thing again. Okay, well then let's go. Okay, now we can realize we don't have divine choices to pick from. We got 2 fuck-ups over here, and I don't like mine, and shit, I don't like yours, but you know, what's going to make it a better America for the people? What's going to make this nation better? Okay, well shit, we can stand hand in hand, reach across the aisle, and realize what we're doing is trying to better the people. We know we can't do nothing about these 2 assholes. They both jacked up. You know? Some people are still hung up on the previous presidency. You know, you could say something about the current president, and they'll be like, well, what about when Rocky Obama? What about Rocky Obama? That time he made all the taxes go crazy. That motherfucker, he ain't in office no more. We can't fix nothing. We can't do nothing about nothing he's done. You done changed everything he tried to put in place. And everything he did put in play that did work, you done threw it in the trash. What are we talking about that for? Well, just admit that he caused taxes to go through the roof. If you can admit that, then we can talk more about my president. Really, you want to do it? Yes, I'm being petty. I want you to tell me something you knew he did wrong while he was the president. Okay. Okay. He made taxes higher. Thank you. All right. Now, what about the current president? I wish that motherfucker wouldn't talk, and I wish he's quit tweeting. Okay. Now we can reach across the aisle with the understanding that we don't have divine choices. We just have the choices of the man. And man is flawed, and that's okay.